be with you, Mike Tirico. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. And that starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll run the draw with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A 4-yard gain.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. They'll begin 1st and 10. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. And in motion is Brown. A run with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Love. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, nothing. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. I mean, he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and 5. Love to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll get about 2. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. That's complete. Tight end got it. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 2nd and 6.
15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A pass caught by Saquon.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. 2nd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. Back to throw. And it'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Man in motion, heading left. He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. A nice run there, bringing it down to the 2. And decision time. 4th and goal. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will level the score at 10 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Love. He'll take a shot for Watson.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Jacobs, 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
On to next week. One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Low-scoring game, all time, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That'll be taken in by Barkley. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley. He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was.
That one taken in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Love to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. Second down and 8. Running is Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Here's Love to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught by Dillon. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. A run up the middle with Barkley. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Back to throw is Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Love. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And the Eagles are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 22-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to have the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And
he bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. He's going to try it here again. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night. Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Barkley's got the first down and more. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. And get right back to work for the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.